Welcome back to JTB Talks, where we keep it real. And remember, you gotta keep it real. All right. I know it's been a while since I made a video. And I'm gonna get back consistent, I promise you. I promise y'all, not just you. Today's topic, I know the line is not gonna be the best because we outside at night today, but just gonna listen to my voice. Today's topic is I can't curse. Self-control. Having self-control. Now, I was gonna say I'm gonna do for both genders, but it's mainly gonna be about the male gender today. Right? Having self-control as a man. You gotta have self-control as a man. You don't have self-control as a man, you're gonna crash out. Naturally, you're gonna crash out. And this is from personal experience. These past 2 days, I've been wanting to crash out, but I haven't. You know why? Because I have that mental fortitude. I can't say fortitude, but I have that mental self-control to where it'll stop me from doing something stupid that'll possibly stop me from having freedom, right? Now don't get me wrong, some people get to a certain point where it's like they're holding it, but they kept getting beat on their back or smacked on top of their head, that they that's mad light skin of me, that they crash out. They ultimately ended up crashing out, or their ego took over and it felt like they needed to do something. So yeah, it's been self-control is mastering yourself. It's knowing yourself to a certain degree as to where, like, all right, if I get to this certain point, I know there's no returning. So maybe I just need to leave or something, right? It's it's stuff like that, right? So it's basically about self-control is mastering yourself. You gotta master yourself. I haven't fully mastered myself. It may sound weird to you. It may sound like, oh, what do you mean master yourself? Master. Your body's not a game or anything. It's not. At the end of the day, your body's just a vessel, and you're a soul inside that, right? So you're mastering your soul, right? I had to make this video today. It's certain things you gotta do. If you don't do it, Lord knows what I had, right? Oh, just sitting there staring at the wag. Okay, now before we get back to the males, talk about the females. Females, it's hard for them to have self-control. Now, everybody like, oh, you're gonna come in my comments, he's misogynist, he hates women more. Oh no, come on, don't do that to me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Right? You could talk all that. Green light, the fuck. Anyway, right. So I was saying, right? Right. Females don't have as much. I'm not saying all, but a vast majority of females don't have as much self-control. I say this because with men, they think using their brains. They think logically using their brains. With females, it's not really logic. It's more of like emotion. If I feel this way, I gotta do this. Or if I feel this way, whatever you say doesn't matter to me. That's why 9 times out of 10 in arguments, sometimes, yes, the guy is wrong. But even if the guy is wrong, he brings up facts. He doesn't argue with emotions. As opposed to females argue with emotions. Or women, let me not say females. Women argue with emotions, right? So I would say it's definitely not all, But a vast majority of women don't have as much self-control as men do. Prime example. Some women like to fight each other. Some women have beef with each other. And their ego is so strong that they can't put the beef aside for 1 second or like to hash things out. It gets all emotional. Or they gotta call somebody, they gotta call each other out their name or something. Right? But enough of that. As a man, if you don't have self-control, you're doing something wrong in life, and that's the first thing you need to master, right? 2 things you desperately need to master as a man is discipline and self-control. Discipline will get you far. I promise you, discipline will get you far. My body right now is currently sore as hell because yesterday I decided to fast, and I fasted for 24 hours, and I decided to play about 5-6 games of basketball, and when I was all said and done, my whole body was cramping up. Sure, it felt weird, but the pain, I don't know, it was kind of some enjoyment to it. Like, damn, I accomplished something. I feel pain, you know? So, yeah, I'm definitely going to do another video about discipline, because discipline goes a long way, too. Today I didn't say as disciplined as I should have, but it restarts, and I can assure you today will be a way more disciplined day than it was yesterday. But back to self-control. Self-control is mastery of not just your soul, not just your body, your emotions. You got to be able to manage and control your emotions. You're not able to manage and control your emotions, you react. Now, I know when I was talking about females, I say, or women, I know I was saying they react with their emotions, right? We're all emotional creatures, beings. We're all emotional, right? It's just some people have a certain level of mastery, right? I would say, I'll take myself for instance. I'm gonna give you a scenario where I could have crashed out. Scenario where I could have crashed out. Actually, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm not even gonna give no scenarios because I can't really give those scenarios. No, I'm gonna give a scenario. I could have crashed out on my little brother today. I'm gonna use that example. I could have crashed out on my little brother today. I go in the room, play fight with him, and he decided to knee me in my eye. Out of all the things you could do, usually he would jump on my back because it's 2 brothers. You know, I'm play fighting with one, and the other one usually jump on my back. The little fucker decides today, out of all days, to try something new and knees me in my eye. When I tell you, it pissed me off, because you know when somebody hits that nerve where they hit something and it's just like, oh, now I'm really angry, and like it causes you to retaliate. That was today, because not only was the pain immense, but it was just like, why would you do that? Right? You know? That shit caught me off guard. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm glad you could, you know how to throw a little 1-2. That's not what I'm promoting him to do. But it's like, you know, as brothers, you got to play fight with them. You know, it's a kind of a masculine thing to do. It's a, I don't know, it's a brother thing. I don't know how to explain it. But anyway, right? Just got hit by a bus. Right, so he kneed me in my eye. And after he kneed me in my eye, he decided to laugh about it. And I was very upset. I was very upset. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know. But my eyes still kind of swollen. Oh, it still hurts. But anyway, besides the point, right? And he was laughing. I'm like, yo, bro, it's not funny. But I said it in like a Hulk smash tone. Like, it's not funny. Like, you know? That was the tone I said it in. And I was like, yo, you wouldn't like it if I did something like that to you. You would start crying. And then, like, I walked out the room. I was like, yeah, because honestly, in that moment when he laughed in my face after he kneed me in my eye, I could have sat there. I could have took him up top, made him cry. I didn't do all that. I walked out the room. I had a basketball game to go to anyway. But I didn't waste no more time doing that. But that's a prime example right there of self-control. Mastery of, I haven't fully mastered my emotions, but I've mastered it to a degree to where I can control it. And that's good enough as of right now. That's good enough. Because there's been a couple scenarios where I've been ready to crash out. I've been ready to crash out. Oh, another story, another example I can give you, right? I'm in a park with some close colleagues of mine. We sitting there playing a game of 21, busting their ass. And some guys arguing in the park with his girlfriend. Then I don't know what happened, but I guess she said something like, "Oh, you see all these guys in the park? They're not just gonna let you sit there and hit me." And he was like, "They don't care. They're not gonna do shit." Turns to us on the court. Mind you, we're playing with his basketball. Turns to us on the court and goes, "Do y'all want to fight?" And there's other people in the park too, but they was like sitting on the far side. He asked them, "Do y'all want to fight?" And it threw one of my colleagues off because he's like, "Yo, now I gotta go into defense mode. The fuck is he? What is he talking about?" And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, "Yo, forget what he talking about. He not on nothing." Cause I know the real. If somebody was really on that, they would be on that and they would do something. But they didn't do nothing. He wasn't on that. He was not on that. But luckily, it didn't reach that. Why? Cause we all had the self-control level, or even one of us had enough self-control to calm the other down. Be like, "Yo, it's not worth it. Let's continue playing ball." Right? And it's funny because the next time we go to that park to play basketball, guess what? I know you're not gonna guess it. They was all lovey-dovey with each other. He was hugging on her, kissing her, and I just found that shit funny, gang. I found that shit funny. And then there was another, I don't think it was the same day. No, it wasn't the same day. No, I mean, another time. But there was another separate occasion where we saw him and I was like, "Yo, that's homeboy right there. Doing the same thing again with his girl." I'm like, "Yo." Now, you see, some guys too, they don't have the mental fortitude, or they don't have the self-control they don't have the mastery of their emotions to not crash out, or to not bottle that up, or prevent themselves from saying or doing something stupid. So those are two examples right there. There's only two examples I'm gonna give, because the other examples, if I say if I mention those examples, I'm gonna get tight. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna get tight. But that's the video for today, man. This is for everybody, everyone. Master self-control. Self-control is one of the keys to success. Mastering self-control, you gain discipline, right? What else do I have? Self-control. Like I said, as a man, you gotta have self-control. Nah, video is for everybody, but it's mainly for men. As a man, you have to have self-control. Now, once again, it's JTB Talks, where we keep it real. Remember, you gotta keep it real. Peace.